Welcome everybody to another episode of Latifs Inspired. Yes, I'm still in Bangladesh and I'm enjoying a fantastic time. I love it when I'm down here. I really enjoy the time off and I should be uploading a bit more. However, when I come to the village, I just like to take time off, zone out from the whole world. And we have a little mini farm. So those cows, and I just love the interaction. I mean, humans are good, but animals, there's something special, and they need you. So when you're next to them and you're feeding them, it's an amazing feeling. So I'm going to be showing you my little organic farm, and today we're going to be cooking a duck curry. I love duck, and I went to the local bazaar yesterday and bought an amazing duck. It cost me just about a tenner, and I'll show you exactly. I mean, you buy it live, and then they do cut it and peel it, peel the feathers and everything. However, I've got a little lad who works with us part-time, and he's going to be doing all the dirty work, and we're going to be cooking it. So if you enjoy what I do, make sure you like, share and subscribe, and watch me cook this amazing duck curry, or I'll get the family members to do it. So yep, stay tuned. My amazing duck curry. Lovely colour, juicy meat, and this is the cabbage with the duck fat and the bones that rendered out all that flavour, with some lovely rice and green chilies on the side. Beautiful. It's going to be a duck curry. Come closer, Al. So this is the duck, proper live duck, and we're going to take all the feathers out, and we're going to cook an amazing curry. So if you like what I do, make sure to like, share and subscribe. This is village life in Bangladesh, going back to the roots and cooking some authentic Bengali curries. So stay tuned with me. And today, this is about 3.5 kg duck, and it costs just over a tenner, which is a bargain. They wanted about 20 quid for it, so my guys bargained it down. So yeah, so we're going to enjoy a duck curry. Stay tuned. So kita kay beta igudi buna ni আর সামরা আর আড্ডি গুড্ডি দিয়ে খাইলি মনে ফাতা কবি দি. So we're going to be cooking a cabbage curry with the duck, the bones and the duck skin, because it's amazing flavor. And then we're going to be cooking a duck bhuna. It's going to be an amazing curry, so make sure you watch till the end. Khoro tumra khoro kham. Bismillah, Allahu Akbar, Bismillah, Allahu Akbar. So village life, when you're, say, cooking chicken or duck, whatever it is, you have to kill it yourself and you have to do the prep work before you start cooking. So let's just say it's not for the faint-hearted, but this is the reality of life. And if you have to eat, this is what you got to do. And for vegetarians, I mean, there's veg cropping and so on. So I'm a meat eater, and I have to kill it in a certain way because of ethics. I mean, people who are vegan, they can't eat animal products. If you're Muslim, then you have to kill it in a certain way, asking God's permission, saying Bismillah. Allahu Akbar when you're cutting the animal, and if you're Jewish, the kosher meat, etc. So the duck has been killed, and we're going to take the feathers off, and then the family is going to start cooking the duck, and I can't wait. It's going to be an amazing lunch. So we've just taken all the feathers off the duck now, and now we're just going to put it onto a flame grill just to take off the excess hair or anything from the duck. This is a nasty smell, but it's got to be done. So here's all the duck meat, and we're going to separate the bones and the skins to cook a lovely curry, the authentic traditional style, and we're going to cook a bhuna as well. Now the ladies are peeling the garlic, onions and the cabbage, getting everything ready. The duck meat, the skins. So now we're going to start cooking the duck. Bismillah. So we've got a nice little wok karahi, and we're going to be cooking this amazing duck curry. I can't wait. So now we're going to be adding some oil. So about 3/4 of a cup of oil going to be adding some garam masala. Now we're adding some garlic paste. Loads of garlic paste gone in. That's about 4 tablespoons of garlic paste. Smells wonderful, fragrant and aromatic. Now when it goes nice and golden, then she's going to be adding the onions. So when the garlic's nice and golden, we're going to add some onion. Smells divine. Some salt going in. About 2.5 teaspoons. Now we're going to be adding the spices. So it's 2 teaspoons of chili powder, about 2.5 teaspoons of coriander powder, 1.5 teaspoons of turmeric powder, about 2.5 teaspoons of cumin powder, and that was 2 teaspoons of punch prawn. Now if you can't get punch prawn in the UK, you probably get it in the seed form, and you just have to sort of toast it and grind it down, and you get some amazing spices. Curry powder. So this is UK curry powder. I always bring curry powder when I'm in Bangladesh. Now this is a blend of spice which you can only get in Bangladesh, which is the mangsho spice. So about 2.5 teaspoons of mangsho spice. If you don't have that, it's no problem whatsoever. But punch prawn is necessary to get that Bangladeshi flavor. Punch prawn is used in nearly all the meat curries, chicken curries, duck curries in Bangladesh. It brings a wonderful aromatic garam masala flavor. Beautiful. So that was just hit it in the oil, and then just add a bit of water so the spices don't burn and become bitter. It smells so fragrant and so aromatic. Gorgeous. So amazing color. The more you cook down the duck, the darker it's going to get. It's going to be a fantastic bhuna. So this is the process where we call bhunering the spices. So we're bhunering the masala, all the spices, bringing it all together, and then we're going to add the meat. Beautiful. So this is the duck meat. Look at that lovely yellow skin. It's going to bring out some amazing flavors. Very fatty, very flavorful. Bismillah dosai. Wow, look at that meat. I love duck curry, one of my favorites. And this is a special duck. You can't really buy it all the time. This, in Bengali we call it sinash. And this is the male duck. Can't wait to eat this. Wonderful. Meat is cooking away wonderfully, and now we're just adding 2 tablespoons of ginger paste to get that flavour and fragrance. We've added it now. I've never cooked this curry with the ginger towards the end, but I really enjoyed it the other day, and I wanted that same taste. That's why I'm putting it on the channel. So they added the ginger right afterwards, which gave it, I can just smell that. The ginger's just hit that masala. It smells wonderful. Wow. So let that cook. Put the lid back on, and now we're going to start cooking the duck, the bones and the skin with the cabbage, white cabbage. Beautiful. So bismillah. So the duck is cooking on a medium gas while we're going to start cooking the cabbage curry. So about half a cup of oil going in. We're going to add the garam masala now, some bay leaves, cardamom, garlic paste going in, massive tablespoon, about 2 tablespoons of garlic paste going in into that hot oil, and when it's nice and golden, it's going to release some amazing flavors. Beautiful. Let's check on the duck. It's cooking on a slow gas, so we just so we're just boonering everything together, and then we're going to add some water to soften the meat into the meat. And the cabbage curry, when I had this the other day, it just blew my mind. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to need to put the recipe on the channel. So lots of oil going in there, lots of garlic, garam masala, now the onions going in. Bismillah. So about 2 or 3 red onions. Cook the onions till it's soft, and then we're going to go to the next process. Boil some kettle, and we're going to put some water in, enough to cover the meat. Put it on a medium flame, put the lid on, half an hour, 40 minutes, it should be ready. Hey. Now we're adding some salt, good 2 teaspoons. I just want to show you this. Every day this guy comes around to sell some fish. Is that massage school? They come to your door selling fish every day. Isa har kita rani mas nai fabia mas ase koro rani mas koon din faiba hai khail boru ha khail boru tacha school hoitam na sasa. So he's just got prawns, which I have, and these I'm not very fond of. Fabia mas ibad de hasan. These are nice, but I have some in the fridge, so I don't need it. So he's going to come tomorrow with some more fish. Just as a khail ko ayo, khota dai bhai. Huh? Dur? Let's have a look at the duck. It smells beautiful. Onions cooking away. Cabbage. And duck bones and skin. Beautiful. Now the onion's nice and golden, the spice is going in. About 1 good teaspoon of chili powder. It's more like 1.5 teaspoons to be fair, because it's proper heat. 1.5 teaspoon of coriander powder. 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. 1 good teaspoon of cumin powder. and 1 teaspoon of punch prawn powder. Once again, punch prawn in the UK, you normally get it in the whole spices, so you're going to have to toast it and ground it. And this is the meat spice, which is the mangsha masala, which you can only get in Bangladesh. But if you don't have it, just add a teaspoon of curry powder. Should do the business. This is a wonderful flavour. I love this. Add a drizzle of water. So the spices don't burn. When you put the spices into the hot oil, it just wakens it up, and then just add a little bit of water so it doesn't become bitter. Wonderful. So bhuna all the spices together. Wonderful. Let's check on the duck. Ashta deha. Wow. Let me show you this. Wonderful. Now the spice has been bhuned up together. This is the skins of the duck and the bones, the wings. This brings an amazing flavour. Now we normally throw this stuff away in the UK. However, people in Bangladesh, they make use of everything. So it brings all that flavour together. So I hope you don't get disgusted. This is all flavour. Bismillah. Now this is about authenticity, authentic traditional cooking. And this is what I'm showing you. Authentic traditional Bangladeshi cooking. Wonderful. All that fat from the skin is going to come out, and that cabbage is going to be beautiful. Normally when you're cooking cabbage in the UK, it's probably with a bit of butter or something, in French cooking, etc. In Bangladesh, it's all this flavour from the natural skin of the duck. Amazing. So put the lid on, and we'll come back to it shortly. Once again, we're going to add the ginger after everything. I've never done this way, but I've been eating it since I've been in Bangladesh, and I'm really enjoying it. So after everything goes in, the ginger goes in, and the ginger helps the meat soften up as well. That's a tip for you. And that flavour is something different. So after adding all the spices and the meat, add some ginger and give it a try. Wonderful. Guys are giving the cows their meal as well, which I'll show you.
Ăn đồ ta làm kia.
So this is feeding time for the cows. They're getting all their nutritional meal for the day. So the cows get their food before we do. Wonderful life. Beautiful. So we just had to add some honey. We just had to add some bit of water so it doesn't burn. Look at that colour. Wonderful flavour. Wow. all that flavour from the bones and everything's going to come out. And it's cooking away with lots of water, just rendering all that flavour into that sauce. And this sauce is going to be nice and thick, beautiful. Oh, look at the colour of the skin. This is just flavour, and we're bouillering the meat. This process takes a while, but it's going to be very flavourful. So now the shredded white cabbage is going in. The meat has been cooking for a good 15-20 minutes, but it's going to take a while for the finished curry. Look at all that flavour, the juices. This is an amazing flavoured curry. I'm sure a lot of you guys haven't tried this before, but if you do, it's going to be something so different and so flavourful. You're just going to be blown away. So step by step, add the cabbage, give it a mix, add the next batch, give it a mix, until all the cabbage is in there. It's going to release its natural liquid, and we're going to dry up the curry. It's going to be beautiful. That's all the cabbage gone in. So the cabbage has wilted under that steam and softened up wonderfully, and all that moisture has come out of the cabbage. Meat and cabbage is gorgeous anyway. And with that fat from the duck, I can't wait to taste this. Wonderful. There you go. Put the lid back on and let this cook away until it dries up. Wow. We need all that gravy to become nice and thick and dark in colour. You're going to have a proper Bangladeshi duck curry. Amazing. Let's have a look at the cabbage. That's dried up wonderfully. Just add some green chilies for a bit of flavour. And the cabbage is going to be full of flavour with that duck fat from the skin. Now this is ready. We're very short of coriander, so we just added a few just for a bit of flavour and fragrance. And this is ready. Turn the gas off. It's ready. Bismillah. Wonderful. The duck is still simmering away. Let me show you the duck. It's still cooking on a medium heat. Now this can take in about an hour. You need that meat to soften up. So once it's nice and thick, that'll be ready. Wonderful. So the duck has been cooking over an hour, I would say an hour and a half. So now the meat is tender and soft, and we're going to be ready to eat. So green chilies for a bit of flavour, and a little bit of coriander because we don't have much in the house. There you go. If you enjoy what I do, make sure to like, share and subscribe for more videos like Latifs Inspired. Now I'm going to sit down and eat this. Wonderful. My amazing duck curry. Lovely colour, juicy meat, and this is the cabbage with the duck fat and the bones that rendered out all that flavour, with some lovely rice and green chilies on the side. Beautiful. Right, this is my amazing duck curry. I enjoyed it so much, I thought I'd put it on the channel. Now this cabbage is going to taste divine. I can smell all that duck flavour into that cabbage. Let's give it a nice little mix. This is the duck fat skin. Let me show you this. Bismillah. Wow. This is sensational. I use the word exquisite, gorgeous. Now for the duck. Wow, it's still a bit tough because that duck meat is, even though we cooked it for about an hour, hour and a half, but that flavour is so intense. So much flavour in that meat, it's gorgeous. Come close, this is amazing food. And if you've enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more videos like Latifs Inspired. See you soon for some more videos.